Hey guys, so my name is Erin and today is April 15th of 2016 and I decided that I wanted to make like a bit of a video diary for my journey with the gastric sleeve. Today is day 5 of 14 days of my pre-op diet, and so I just decided that for maybe helping other people or just kind of looking back on it for myself and maybe laughing or, seeing how I was then would be pretty cool. So, I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos about the sleeve and people who have gotten it done and the things that they wish they knew, and it's been really, really informative. So hopefully somewhere along the line, even if it's 2 years from now, someone will come across this and it will help. I know that a lot of the pre-op diets are different. I am located in South Jersey, middle of nowhere, and the program that I'm going through is the Atlantic Care Medical Center program. So the only thing that I can speak about is what I currently have to do. And what I have to do is 3 meals a day, which can be either 3 to 6 ounces of lean protein with 8 ounces of vegetables, or a protein shake. And the protein shake has to have less than 10 grams of fat per serving, very minimal sugar, and they ask for it to be about, I think, 20 grams of protein or more. One of the shakes that I use has 18, but I think that's okay. So I think I was gonna maybe show some of the things that I've been using that have been very helpful to me. I could put some links in the bottom if there end up being any links involved. So what I've been doing is I've been doing 2 protein shakes a day and then 1 meal with like a lean protein and vegetable. Today in particular, I had a protein shake for breakfast, for lunch, and then for dinner I had grilled shrimp and spinach. That was pretty good. It is like a roller coaster ride. Some of the time has been really easy. Some of the time has been really hard. I'm really learning about sort of the default go-to things that I have with food. Like I'll wake up in the morning or I'll be in my car and think, oh, I'll get this, and then realize like, oh, that's right, I can't have it. So I'm still not out of the woods of still having those like knee-jerk reactions of wanting certain foods, but I usually realize right away that I can't, and then, oh well. But I can understand for a lot of people why this would be the worst part of the process, because not only are you eating a really restricted amount of calories to try to shrink your liver, but it's also waiting for the actual day to happen, which is stressful because you're like, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? And it's a lot of emotions kind of all over the place. My plan from my surgeon's office for the pre-op diet is supposed to consist of between 600 to 800 calories a day, which is like not a lot for someone who is really overweight. So since this is my first one, and I, will probably update as time goes on. I am 30 years old. I just turned 30 on April 5th. And I am between, I guess, 5'3.5", depending on which doctor's office. I'm either 5'3" or 5'4", so 5'3.5". My highest weight was 291, which was last I want to say June of 2015, when I kind of like started the process. I am currently 256, and a lot of that has, not a lot of it, but I've lost a lot of weight even in the 5 days that I've been doing the pre-op diet because it's so restricted. On Monday, when I started the pre-op, I think on Sunday I was 262, and then the other day I was 256. I could possibly be lower because I try not to weigh myself every day. It's just not a good habit, and I don't plan on weighing myself every day after it's done, because it seems like the people on the message boards who weigh themselves every day are just disappointed, and it's like, why torture yourself like that? You're not going to lose 2 pounds a day. If you did, you'd be gone in 2 months because there'd be nothing left. So, yeah. So the last time I checked, it was 256. So that's like 35 pounds. It took a long time, though. You know, it's April now, so like 10 months or something. I hear a lot of people that on the message boards and on like the support groups and stuff, that as soon as they start losing this mass amount of weight on the pre-op diet, will be like, well, I'll just do this and I'll lose weight on my own. And whether or not people feel like they can lose weight on their own is a completely personal decision. However, I don't think anyone should base that off of what they do on the pre-op diet, because it's so restricted. It's not sustainable. The whole point of it is for medical reasons. You know, like most obese people have fatty liver. I know that I do from ultrasounds in the past. I'm only 30 and I know that I have it. So you have to shrink your liver as much as possible for the surgery to be as safe as possible. So if people did the 2-week pre-op diet and lost like 10, 13, 15 pounds on it, and then we're like, oh wow, all of a sudden I can lose weight on my own, my personal opinion is that you're probably going to stop doing that and be like really bingy and just go back to eating the way you did before. I feel like that's probably what I would do. This is only sustainable about 2 weeks, or maybe 10 days to like 5 to 15 days before the surgery, so that you can be safe. And then a lot of the things that are restricted on the pre-op diet, you can even have post-op. Like I can't have regular milk. I have to have almond milk or soy milk or whatever. And things that are actually healthy for you, like healthy fats and stuff, you can't have, but it's for the liver thing. So I wouldn't, think that this is a sustainable way of like dieting. Also, to that effect, I have had some really weak times in the past couple of days. Some of it was my fault, some of it wasn't. I have had some issues with, I guess, just general like weakness, because I have been eating so much less calories. But then there's also situations like today where I brought a protein powder sample to work with me, and it was gross. So I drank like a fourth of it and was like, and then I just had some Jell-O and called it a day. And then I ended up being just starving for dinner to the point of like dizziness, and it was just not good. So my word of advice in that respect is definitely to plan ahead and not try the protein powders during the 14-day, because missing any kind of meal or nutrition during the day is not good when you're only trying to get 800 calories in. It can really cause you to be weak or dizzy, or just not feeling good, and probably makes you a lot more likely to grab something that you're not supposed to because you're just so starving and you need something. So I will put a link in the bottom. There is a site that I found about 6 months ago, and it's called Nashua Nutrition, but I'll put the link on the bottom in case you don't know how to spell it. And what they do is there's like a drop down menu where they have all different kinds of brands of protein powder, like Bariatric Advantage and that Syntrax fruity stuff, and all kinds of, like, there's just so many different brands, and then within each brand they have multiple flavors, and I think they're like a couple bucks for each of them, and they come in a pretty big package, like this size. Maybe I'll show one in my next video. And that way you can try them and see what you think, because like the one that I had brought today was an orange cream one, which I was hoping would taste like a creamsicle, and it didn't. Not sure if that was because I have to use almond milk or if it just really didn't taste good. But I have found some protein powders through the samples that have been amazing, and then I'll order the whole thing. But I'm glad that I did it that way, because I feel like if you order a tub of something and you're not sure you like it and then you don't, it'll just sit on your counter for the rest of time and remind you of wasted money. So I'll show you my 2 favorites right now, and they have been, I'm trying not to use them up too much, because then I'm not sure if I'm going to have what I'm going to use after the operation. But anyway, so my favorite vanilla one that I've been using is this one right here. It's by TLS, and it says TLS Weight Loss Solution, and it's in creamy vanilla flavor. I am really picky about vanilla flavors, like I've done in the past, you know, Slim Fast or other diets, and I've always really liked the chocolate one better. I've tried this one, and then I've also tried other vanillas from some of the sample packs that I had gotten. And after using this one, I didn't like them as much. I just always wanted this one. So the stats on this, the important stats, I'm not going to read all of them, but the calories for the serving size is 2 scoops. The calories are 190. Total fat is 6 grams. Protein's 18 grams, which is awesome. And then it has a whole bunch of different, nutrients, vitamins, folate, manganese, all kinds of stuff. And like I said, I use unsweetened vanilla almond milk, either the regular store brand or any of them. They all seem to be pretty good. But again, this right here is my favorite vanilla one. This is actually part of a whole package. It's like a TLS 21-day challenge, which was one of yet another 800 million diets that I will have tried in my life. And I didn't actually end up doing the 21-day challenge once I had decided on doing the sleeve, but I was happy that I had the protein. There is also a chocolate one too, and it's okay, but the vanilla one is really cool. And it says high in calcium, protein rich, no added sugar. Yay! My favorite chocolate one is actually one that I found through the protein sample site. So I had gotten the sample and I loved it so much that I bought the big one. And that one is this one. It is the About Time, I can't read upside down, whey protein isolate, non-GMO chocolate peanut butter. It's really good. It's really cool. And it says, in case anybody, the stats on it, it says sweetened with stevia, no artificial sweeteners, 24 grams of isolate protein, lactose-free, gluten-free, and only 100 calories. And like I said before, non-GMO. This one, the serving size is 1 scoop, and the calories are 100. And the total fat is less than 1 gram. The total carbs are 1 gram. The sugars are 0, and the protein is 24 grams. So, and then they also have an amino acid profile and all the other different things about the supplement. This one is more of a traditional protein powder than the other one. The other one, like I said, came with like a weight loss kit. So it doesn't have like all the amino acids, and it doesn't have as much, I think, to offer, other than the flavor being really awesome, which during the 14 days is, to me, it's essential because you just really have to get through it. I mean, whether or not the shakes are absolutely perfect is irrelevant, I think. As long as they're close. I mean, it can't have 2 grams of protein in it. But another thing that has been really helpful to me, and I don't have it a lot, but I'll add it with the chocolate peanut butter, and it's so good, is the PB2. So if you've never heard of this, it's basically the best thing that's ever happened to planet Earth. It is powdered peanut butter, and it has 85% less fat calories than traditional peanut butter. So if you look at a jar of really any peanut butter, you'll see like 160 calories or 180 calories, and like all kinds of, like, there's really, really high fat content because of the oil in the peanut butter. This is, and it's also, the serving size of regular peanut butter is 2 tablespoons. So this is also 2 tablespoons, but the calories are 45. Total fat, 1.5 grams with no saturated or trans fat. Total carb, only 5 grams. There's 2 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and actually 5 grams of protein. So that adds to the protein. And it's also delicious. So if I add this to the chocolate peanut butter mix, it adds an extra 5 grams of protein, and it tastes like a peanut butter cup. So that is what we all wish for every day. More peanut butter cups. So yeah, if you're ever interested, it says superior quality peanuts are first slow roasted, then pressed to remove 85% of the fat and oil. The result is a natural roasted peanut butter flavor that's deliciously rich in taste, easy to enjoy, and wonderfully healthy. And I don't know if you can see it or not because I'm filming on my phone, but that's what it looks like. Just powdered heaven. The other thing that has kept me sane or close to it has been Jell-O snack packs, sugar-free. Gotta have the sugar-free. And that is, I've kept them everywhere. I have some at work. I have some in my fridge at home. I have some at my parents' house. They're there. They're everywhere because I know it has artificial sweeteners in it, and I hate artificial sweeteners as much as the next person. But my thought process is, it's the 14 days need to be gotten through, and I would like it to not be awful. So I've been kind of just like, I've been drinking diet iced tea because I'm allowed that on the plan. It is, it is sweetened with artificial sugars, which I don't like. So are the sugar-free Jell-Os. I also got sugar-free tropical popsicles, which are amazing at night when, typically you'll feel like you want like a, ice cream or something. And it's just something cold and frozen and like reminiscent of dessert. And the sugar-free Jell-O and the sugar-free popsicles on my 14-day plan are considered free foods, meaning that I can technically have as many of them as I want. I usually have like one of each a day, but if I was just feeling like totally out of control and really wanted to eat something that I shouldn't really, really bad, even if I had 4 ice pops, I think it would be okay. They're like negligible in every way as far as like calories and stuff. So, yeah, I think that's probably enough time. It's been 20 minutes if you're still watching. I am so equally nervous and excited. So I'm excited to make this little video series and sort of connect with some people out there that are, either in the same boat as me or have done it and want to give me some advices. Or maybe you are just thinking about it and you want to know what goes into a pre-op diet and what you'll have to go through. I choose to be positive through it and enjoy it to the best of my ability and make the lean meals that I make delicious, like shrimp with the Mrs. Dash, or, 90% lean ground beef. You can put like onions in there or peppers. I mean, you're allowed to have as much, vegetables. It doesn't have to be a miserable experience. I do know a lot of people in the message boards have said that their 14-day is all liquid. Mine is not. I think that if it were, I would probably be saying something totally different right now. But I do get to have a nice meal, between 1 and 3 times a day within reason. So I've been trying to make the best of that. And so yeah, hi. And I'm glad to be here and part of this community, and here's hoping everything is good.